A lot of you will hold yourselves back this year from achieving big goals. And the reason that you will do this is because you don't understand how the brain works. So we actually have essentially like a psychological defense in the brain that focuses on things that we're afraid of and makes it very relevant to us after we set a big goal. So this is what it looks like. You need to be aware of this. Otherwise, you'll mistake the system for reasons to not do something. All right, so this is how it works. You set a big goal. You get excited. You're like, yes, I'm going to do this. Will be amazing. And then after, your mind starts to come up with worst case scenarios of things that can go wrong, of all the ways you're going to fail. And then a lot of people, right at this step, drop off. They're like, oh, okay, my mind came up with all of these scenarios of how I'm going to fail. Then that must be true. That must be indicative of something important about myself or my abilities. That is not the case. So actually, this is a psychological defense system in order to prevent you from doing stupid things. But in today's world, most of us live in like cities and have lives that aren't that dangerous. And so this defense system is a little bit outdated. You're not actually going to, risk your life if you start doing more public speaking or you start posting on LinkedIn, right? This is just some exposure that might feel a little bit risky, but it actually isn't risky. And so you need to be aware that this psychological defense will come up anytime you set a goal that potentially scares you, that you care about. And so you need to be aware that it's coming. You need to be aware that it doesn't necessarily mean anything about you. It doesn't mean anything about your risk of failure. It's just going to happen. You're going to set a goal. It's going to feel scary. And then your mind is going to come up with all of these scary situations and reasons why you shouldn't do it. That is completely normal. It will happen with anything. And the only time it won't happen is if A, you don't care about the goal, or B, the goal isn't big enough. So just expect it. Know that when it comes, it's completely normal. The mind will kind of run through its course of scary situations. And then once you just live that experience of those thoughts, they'll pass. And yeah, the mind will typically come back and relive those again for you. But again, it's very normal psychological defense. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't do the things that you want to do.